So about 2 years ago, I had made the decision to make a video, and this was one of the first many very cool videos that I would introduce to the world, to you guys, with Brendan. Till this day, unfortunately, Brendan doesn't upload anything on his mukbang channel. It has been about a year and a half since he last uploaded. The 23rd of September 2021 was the very last time that he had uploaded a video on Brendan's World, which is his mukbang slash vlog channel. So I thought I'd dive deeper into the story of why did Brendan eventually stop uploading, what was his motive behind uploading videos, and how did he get introduced into the YouTube world. So about 2 years ago, 2020, around December time, I was having good friendship with Brendan. I was coming over to his house pretty frequently, gaming with him, helping him with homework, this and this and that. And I had a good idea. I was like, hey, would you think it'd be cool if you want to make a mukbang with me? Now, at the time, his parents and everyone around in the neighborhood knew what I did for a living and knew what I did on YouTube. And he was like, yeah, I would love to. Bear in mind, I was 18 at the time. He was 10 years old at the time. So let it just sink in. He's about 11 and a half, 12 right now. And I obviously had to ask his parents for permission first, because you can't just put a minor or somebody underage on a platform without parents' authorization. If you're 18, you don't need permission. But still, I would still ask. And they said, yeah, cool, no problem. What's it gonna be? Just a mukbang, simply like that. I would love to introduce him to people, this and that. So first mukbang with my neighbor. I was very shocked at the amount of comments, like in a way of really positive. The video had about 100,000 views in the first 5 days, and I was like, wow, this is really cool. So I wasn't expecting people to say, oh man, make another part. So I think about a week or two later, we made another one. Also did very well. The videos with Brendan have done really well. Obviously, I don't make as many videos with him anymore because we don't live in each other's neighborhood anymore. But I do visit them very frequently, and it's always a lot of fun and joy when I met his parents. They're very nice people. They're very open as well. So yeah, I just wanted to point that out. And I eventually said, hey, you know what? Wouldn't it be cool if you started like your own channel? Because it had been a few weeks that I had made a video with him. It went first in the mukbang. Then I thought, would you like to make it in your small with me? He said, yeah, cool, no problem. He was very excited. People often think, oh man, you're forcing the kid into making videos. The last mukbang I made with him, I actually didn't even ask him. He said, hey, do you want to make a mukbang? Like, I said, yeah, I got nothing scary for this week. We can make a mukbang, cool. So he said, okay, I'll make sure my mom makes Filipino food. I'm like, alright, cool. Was an unexpected. I didn't expect him to ask me that because I hadn't planned anything with him. That's the thing as well. When I have him at my place, I don't plan these things. I ask him, hey, would you like to maybe make a video? He said, yeah, cool. But this time he had actually himself asked, yeah, I would love to make a mukbang again. It's been a while. I said, yeah, cool, no problem. We do that. And it's great to see people enjoy. Now, I got the idea eventually of, hey, let's start a channel for you. I was open for it. I told him, listen, I don't mind doing stuff for you. I would love to, I guess you could kind of say manage him in a way of help him with introducing who he is, help him with his channel banner. And it took a lot of time. God damn, it took hours to really get the right photo. It took hours to really get the right proper introduction video, this and that. The first video on this channel, Brendan's World, was a fun video, 2 years ago, playing Nerf, really cool. But from there, we went into a mukbang. Now, the first video on this channel, which was a mukbang, was made with me. And that video exploded in popularity. I think it had about 55,000 views in the first week. And obviously, it is because of me, obviously, at that time. Let's keep it honest. And then eventually we started making more mukbangs on his channel. And then I thought, you know what? I think it's time you should really make a video on your own. And he was very scared because he was like, oh, now I won't have anyone next to me leading in the videos speaking about stuff. So I had to a little bit teach him, social media training, introduce you on camera. You don't have to look into the camera every time you say something. But just most important thing I taught him was just be yourself. Don't try to portray someone that you're just not, Just be yourself, because eventually people will look through the BS and say, this isn't who he really is in real life. Just be yourself. That's what I taught him. That's what I still teach him till this day. So fast forward, he started making mukbangs and he really enjoyed them. But for a while, the uploads started to go from twice a week to a little bit once per 3-4 weeks, simply because A, he's obviously very young. I feel like people expect too much from a kid at his age. And that's why I told people, you've got to understand he does have a childhood still to go, He's only 11 years old. He still goes to school. He has friends he plays with. He likes to do this and that. I don't mind hanging out with him and help him out, manage his YouTube. And I did for a while. And then I said, hey, man, you should try this on your own. So that went well. It was a little bit awkward, but people could see the progress with him developing personality, this and that. It was really cool. Now, fast forward a year and a half later, he doesn't upload anymore. And I've asked him numerous amount of time, hey, why did you stop uploading? He explains, and I'm like, it's really weird how he explains it. It's not really an explanation. It's more of like, I don't know what to make on the channel. He's told me that very often, and I've often asked him, you know what would you like to do except a mukbang? Because the truth is told, he eventually got a little bit bored of making mukbang videos. That's just the truth. I'd asked him, didn't you like making? He said, not really. I would like to do something else. I say, that's fine. That's cool. You don't have to make mukbangs. You shouldn't be making videos that you don't like making. You have to make videos where you love putting passion into. If it's not for you, cool. He liked mukbangs for a while, but it got too repetitive for him, which I can understand. So I said, you like gaming, right? He said, yeah, I love gaming. What about gaming? He said, oh yeah, I would love to do gaming videos. But he didn't know how to, which understandable. He's only 11 and 10 at the time. He doesn't know how OBS works. He doesn't know how editing software works. So I told him, listen, I don't mind helping you setting it up and all. I'll do the editing. I'll do the description. I'll do all the thumbnails. I'll do it for free, obviously. Free of charge. I ain't charging you for that. He said, okay, cool. I don't want to say I tried to hustle it for months, but for a while I kept asking him, hey, can I set up? Yeah, this and that. He never really gave me the chance to set anything up on his laptop. Also due to the fact that his laptop, unfortunately, could not handle the requirements that the software needed on his laptop. So that was a difficulty in its own, because the laptop that's downstairs in the kitchen is actually his father's laptop, and he doesn't really ever play on there because he's just not really allowed on it, because there's certain games on there that is a bit violent, which is understandable, obviously. But I'd often ask him, yeah, man, I don't mind doing it, but every time I guess he kind of refuses, if that makes any sense. He just, I guess, wants to do his own thing, which I can respect. You know, there's no point in doing all these things if eventually he's not going to do anything with it. I think that's the biggest reason why he's eventually stopped uploading, is because it's not his passion, YouTube. You know, not everybody likes making or wants to make a career out of something. It turned out for something as a not even a joke, but as something like, hey, let's try this out. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how people review our videos, and let's see how people like it. And if people don't like it, then we won't do it. People really liked his content, and people could see the development and growth in video, in and out, you know, talking more, a better background, better microphone, this and that. But he got bored eventually, and that's just going to be the very truth. And you can't force somebody to make stuff that they don't want to do. Now, has he completely quit YouTube? I think he has. Unfortunately, I can't really give you an answer if he's going to continue doing YouTube. I don't know. Although what I believe is the best for him to do, and you know, it's kind of also because it's not fair for the viewers that were with him for a very long time. He's kind of left them all hanging in a way of, you know, he doesn't even make a video saying, hey, I stopped uploading because this and that. He doesn't have to, obviously, but it does give a right indication of, oh, that's why he hasn't uploaded in such a very long time. He's been busy with school. He's lost motivation because he's not interested in mukbang. He's intrigued in making video games. Okay, we understand. I would love to obviously discuss with him, hey, do you think it's maybe perhaps the right time to like make an update video for your channel, letting people know why you've stopped uploading? I'm going to ask him that right after this video ends, and if he doesn't, then, you know, I'm not going to force him into that. But that's why he's stopped uploading, and like I've said and mentioned, I don't know if he's going to continue making videos. It's been a very long time. It's been nearly a year and a half since he last uploaded, 23rd of September, which is literally like 2 weeks after I'd moved in my tiny house. But I'm still here. Obviously, I have him in my videos once in a while. And actually, when I have him in my mukbang next time or in another video, I should really ask him the question like, hey, what's the reason like you stopped uploading, so that he can explain it himself on camera to why. But that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I explained it deep in that that's the reasons. He's a kid, obviously, mustn't expect too much. And also, you shouldn't apply too much pressure on him, because I know how Brendan is. Brendan is emotionally just like me. Some things I can't deal with in the right way, and him as well. But that's what happens with growing up. You start to understand certain things in life the more you grow up, and reflect back on certain things. And it's like, okay, now I know how to deal with it. You know, still some things till this day that I'm like, shit, man, how do I deal with this properly? I reflect, look back at what I've done, and I'm like, next time I can do this better, should do this better, because at my age, it's unacceptable. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll check you later, man. Peace out. If you've got any questions beside, let me know in the comments. I'll answer them, or Instagram or Snapchat. See you later, man.